Hello, everybody. This is Ra Maria with Healing Under the Sun. And today, the topic I've chosen to the second video of our channel is detachment. Yes, detachment, because we're attached to so many things that sometimes we're not even able to make a list for ourselves of the things that we think it brings us peace when in reality it brings us chaos, it brings confusion, it brings unease. Can you tell for yourself what are the main things you feel attached to at the current moment in your life that you feel like if you were able to let it go, you would feel more joy, more peace, more one with your divine true self? Maybe that's a good time for you to pause this video and write a list for yourself of the main things that you feel like you attach the most. I can give you some examples if you feel like you're not quite sure of what it is that is bringing you unease, discomfort, or out of alignment with your purpose. Some people might be really attached to the current condition in their lives, meaning they might want to experience something out there, but they're so attached to the current condition, which might be pain, because by feeling pain, they feel comfort, and they might be attached to the comfort that comes from other people taking care of themselves, and they enjoyed this for so long, and they got used and they got conditioned to feel good about feeling comforted by others, that they might not want to let go of their pain. And that pain might be an addiction. Let's say you're addicted to smoking, or you're addicted to gambling, or you're addicted to scrolling your social media for like an hour, even though you understand that by looking at scrolling your social media, and depending on the kind of content that you're consuming, that content is just being detrimental to your mind, because it's just making you compare yourself with others and making you feel like you're not good enough. What if you are good enough? Does that hurt you? Does it hurt you to feel like you are good enough? But maybe by feeling that you're not good enough, maybe by feeling that you are not good enough, you also gaining that I do that on purpose. You're getting that lack of clarity that you might be used to it. You might enjoy feeling like you don't know where you're going, and you don't really want to feel like you will want to see more creative vision for your life and change the way you go about your life, your current habits. Perhaps you're really attached to them. Maybe you wake up every day at noon and you go to sleep at 10, and throughout your day you were able to watch your favorite videos on YouTube or your favorite movies, and let's say that content that you're consuming, once again, it's not bringing any good to you but just pleasure for that current moment, and then that goes away and you're like, whoa, what did I take away with it? What is my takeaway of these videos? I mean, I don't know what kind of content you're consuming, but there are so many attachments. I can tell you that if I was in your own shoe and I could imagine where you're at, I can say that you're addicted to the comfort zone, to living in the same place and not, and just feeling like you know everything, where is around, you know the neighbor, you know the people, you know how to talk to them, that perhaps if you had to move to another place, you would need to learn how to talk to the people where you are, because they might be different than the people who you talk to, and that might create pain. I know, I've been there. Maybe I'm quite there, yeah, but every day I'm going through understanding what are the things I need to do to break myself free from that comfort zone. So when it comes to attachment, We can talk about the abstract things and we can talk about the material things. When it comes to the material things, um, what about your wardrobe? You open up your wardrobe and you see all those clothes spread out in your wardrobe, and you might be using 10% of it. Why are you keeping the other 90% of it when it's just sitting there? Do you believe one day you will be using them at a certain time in your life? You feel like you're gonna grab those pieces and be ready to rock and roll and wear them every day, like one outfit after every hour? Honestly, that could be one thing you could start detaching from your wardrobe, to the old clothes that you don't even need them, that is just sitting there. You wore them for some time and it's not really fitting um, your current personality or your current goals and your future self. So why not letting go of them? Yes, your wardrobe. You heard that right. How about anger? That's a tough one, huh? Maybe you're really addicted to feeling angry. You know, when you go to the supermarket and somebody runs in front of you and, hey, I was here, didn't you see me? That person didn't really see you, I promise you. But the universe wanted you to experience that so you could see what it is that is coming from right here. Because the world outside is mirror reflection of your current inner state, which means all the things that are happening around you, the way how people treat you, the words you hear from others, it's nothing but mirror reflection of your own energetic field. So let's get started with letting go of anger. How do I do that, Ra? I really want to let go of anger, but it seems like it's stronger than my own ability to let go of it. Have you heard about jiu-jitsu or boxing or yelling? Let's see if that works. I'm so hungry. Does that help? Not quite. I know. I've been there. I feel angry sometimes, and life continues to trigger the anger I feel from moment to moment. I'm angry right now because my clothes, the piece of clothes I had, fell off my balcony, and nobody went there to get it. Excuse me. I'm gonna see if it's still there. Hold on. I gotta make a quick phone call, and it's in Portuguese. Let's see how I'm gonna behave. Oi, Marcelo, eu vi que já tiraram o vestido lá de fora, você sabe disso? Não, mas pegaram então já, né? Tá bom, pede pra ela trazer aqui, por favor, só pra eu não esquecer. Obrigada, Marcelo. Tchau, tchau. Okay, I went through that one. Whew, but I was angry. Ugh. Speaking of it, see how it goes? Yeah, there's this little things that happens in our lives that will trigger the things that are here. But this time I didn't get that trigger. But I mean, it's my dress that fell off the balcony. And because I have done the work last month of letting go of so many pieces of clothes that I felt like I didn't really need it, that dress particularly, I would like to keep it. So I asked the receptionist to get somebody to get that for me, but I was actually willing to go outside and get it, but he said, no, we will have somebody to do that for you. Thank you. See, the more kindness you do to others, the more life will put you through situations and where people will be kind to you. That's now getting easy to play, hey? Yo, all right, I can do that too. So, I mean, let's face it, there are other things we might be attached to, and I could go through a big list. But I talked about clothes, about anger. What else are you attached to? The outcome of things. You might start a project and Your mind is so creative, it's so powerful, it's so beautiful. I love it. And it starts to putting you through all these different case scenarios and making you envision all these different things. And then your ego gets like so attached to those feelings and emotions that are arising in your consciousness that it really like puts you on a state of inertia, meaning you're already seeing the vision, you're already feeling everything that is happening, and why should you then do anything outside? Why should you bother? Like, you can already feel what you're gonna feel when you start getting that vision into place, you're living into it, and you're like, yes, I'm gonna be buying that car and driving on the freeway and getting all those hot chicks calling me and everything. But then you're stuck because you can't really move forward as you just attach to the outcome of that thing. And we are supposed to move, everybody. I might have all these ideas, and I've lived for so long attached to my own feelings and emotions, and I did not take the action and the steps that were necessary in order for me to grow. And the consequences of it is, guess what? I'm here now. I'm starting a YouTube channel, and I'm talking about spirituality and about all the things I've failed in life. But there's no such a thing as failure. At least I've heard that. They say failure doesn't exist. It's just an idea in your head. Because why are you continue to move and you continue to do? That means you're moving along and you're learning what is necessary in order to get to where you want to be in life, with your career, with your relationships, with your material possessions. So attachment is a huge thing for a lot of you. Some of you might be more attached to material possessions. Some others might be more attached to the inner feelings, to their own sensations, to the comfort zone, to the idea that they will always be safe in the house where they're at, where they like their bed so much that they don't want to really go anywhere else and live in anybody else's bed. Or relationships. Let's talk about the suffering that we might be under in relationships. Like, let's say you're married to that man who treats you like shit. He had told you that he was willing to go and let you do whatever you want to do with your life, and you say no, even though you wanted to say yes. A part of you that is peaceful, that wants freedom, says, yes, I can no longer tolerate you. While the attached part of you to the suffering, to the person, to the things that person can offer, it's not willing to let you free. It's like completely like stronger perhaps than that part of you that wants freedom. Yeah, my friend, I've been there too. Everything that I'm talking to you, by the way, are not just things that I read, but are things reflecting my own experience. So I do have to say, it is okay to be attached. And once you realize that there's a process of detachment, that whether you wanted it to happen or not, it's going to happen for your own good. You can believe it or not, but it will. Because resistance one day will blow away. And while there are two forces, one wanting to go one direction, another one going another direction, and this two keep like, at one time, this thing explodes, that resistance, and one force wins. Dun, 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 dun. And which one you think is gonna win? When you think of love, peace, God, that to me is the strongest force. Even though right now you might feel like the winning force in you is more about suffering, pain, misery, there's a bigger force that you need to believe on. And that is what I call love, God, power. That force is going to pull you more towards its side. And eventually in that war, love is going to win. I hope so. I hope that happens to you as well. So let's get detached, my friend. Let's get attached to really, really what no longer serves us. I'll see you in my next video.